prepared for anything these days. Woo!
Me.
Never.
I'm gonna try the new dice.
Go for it.
That's what I've got. My Valentine's Day dice.
Yeah, did yours? Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
What
Wait,
do yours
yours-
look like, Bill?
Mine look like this. It's green, hollow, and has hearts on it.
Yeah, the one
that's
that
the
got
one I
different
got.
ones. Mine's red with yellow hearts.
That's awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, this is really cool. I
Can I
like
eat
it.
this?
Mine are just pink.
It's you're playing to your strengths.
There you go. For sure.
You're fitting the aesthetic. You're matching your aesthetic.
There
The
we
dice
go.
of the evening.
There we go.
Dice
Nice,
of the
nice.
evening.
Welcome
So
back.
we should probably do the
Well,
intro.
hi.
Yeah. Hey.
You. How is
Oh.
everybody
Oh,
doing?
hey, there's people.
Oh, hey. Look at that.
Hello,
Welcome back
people.
to our chaotic but lovely show here. We do have a Bill tonight. In case you hadn't
Bill.
noticed, Bill is back for at least a moment. So everyone say hi to Bill. Send him all the
Hi,
love.
Bill.
Hi, Bill.
He will be joining us tonight with a very fun character that I'm sure everyone is going to love. I also can't wait for everyone else in the party to meet this character. It's going to be great. But speaking of which, I am
I can't wait
your
to meet this
DM,
character.
and the best part about me being your DM is I have full control of your lives in the D&D
Be
world.
a kind
anyway.
and benevolent God, please.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
that is a comment out of my own, after my own heart. So thank you for that. Appreciate
I was
that.
going to say out of your own arsenal.
That too.
We are
Also, yes.
playing in the world of Marty Pretty in the name.
That's the weirdest name I've ever heard
That's
in
very
the world.
oddly specific.
Yeah, well, the village of Lovestone is where we're at right now, and this is a module provided to us by our lovely friends at Dragon's Nest Deliveries, who supply little like loot box type things that have dice. They have modules. They have Japanese snacks and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're a lot of fun. You get something new
dice.
every month, and I think you get 2 sets of dice sometimes, or at least
Yeah,
one.
resin dice and
Two
metal
sets,
dice.
yeah.
You get
These are the ones I
Japanese
got.
snacks. These are the ones I got.
Yeah, so if you want to play this, play any feature module that they have, they are very straightforward. They already have it set to a level, so you don't got to worry about any of that. And they also have like the creatures and encounters set up for you as well. So it's all pretty straightforward for someone who is like me and brand new to DMing and has no idea what they're doing. Well, here's a module that will coach you through it, right?
Right.
We
Huzzah.
also have, since Bill is here, I think he is really, really looking forward to this. Where can you find us if you want to hang out with us?
You could find us right here on Twitch.
Gotcha.
Well, if you really want to hang out with us, I highly recommend you go check out the Break Room on Discord. It is an amazing place to come and hang out with us. We get all kinds of nifty memes going on. I mean, who doesn't like memes? I like memes. Don't you like memes? I definitely like them, especially if they're D&D related. But we got all kinds of stuff going on over there. You can message us. You can talk with us. We can discuss all the D&D things, and it's always a blast. You should definitely give it, not give it a follow. You should definitely go join the server and check out what's happening over on the Break Room.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And D.
I'm sorry.
As soon
Are you
as
okay?
Sorry.
Recover.
Jeff hit the chat up with the hello mother. Hello, father. And I lost it. Okay, we're good. Yes. Yes, how can I help you, God?
Yeah. Since you have so graciously failed to update this recently,
Oh,
where can you find our reruns?
snap. Goes the bubble.
Nowhere.
wrap.
Out.
Nowhere. Ends call. You can find them on our YouTube channel. We do upload all of our campaigns. They are in a nice little beautiful playlist, except for the beginning of beginning of Star Hill, that was sadly lost because we didn't do it
It was
back
too
then.
beautiful for this world.
It just went away. We just goodbye.
It was too good for this world.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
We do also post all of our non-campaign streams there as well. I'll be uploading the other ones later this week. Don't ask me when, because I don't know. It's a busy week.
Don't at me.
But they don't at me like some people did earlier. But yeah, so you can find them all there. All of our reruns are there on Thursdays, Eastern
Normally.
Standard Time at, I think, noon. I think that's what I scheduled them for. But yeah,
They're
you can
there
find
when
us
they're there, and
Check
you'll
it
just
out.
have to be on the lookout
Do the subscribing and the
Yeah, I can
liking,
have it sucking out.
commenting, and
and
stuff.
commenting, yeah, and share it with your friends or your gerbil.
Comment,
You know,
like, and subscribe.
I wish I had a gerbil I could share it with.
Gerbil?
yeah, you never.
You know what?
show
I'm not
your
going to question
gerbil
that, Tony. I'm not
on
even going to
YouTube
ask. It's
videos.
okay. Sure.
Just saying.
I don't know what's going on.
Who
I
does?
never know what's going on.
Who does?
Can I end the call?
Can I?
Wait.
Can I?
I mean, you can.
Can I do this?
You could, but then you get and play
All right,
D&D,
everybody, I'm priming myself.
and then I'll kill your character. So you know.
Oh my god, I just put my headphones back on and heard I'll kill your character. What did I do? What did I do?
All right. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. I know
Yeah.
you're playing God's getting to your head.
Yeah, actually is. That's why Christy is very excited to tell us about something about some cursed wood.
Some cursed wood.
Hey,
That was
clever.
It's not about cursed wood. It's about hexwood. Hexwood Creations makes these lovely dice boxes. I have one. Tony has one.
I'm working on getting one.
Same.
Dee's
I'll
working
have one
on
in
will have
getting
3 to
one.
5 years tops.
They are magnetic. And they're tough, and they hold all your things. And then there's a rolling tray on the top. Mine has a little slot to put like a tab. You can prop up a tablet, or you can put like a pen in there, or whatever you want. There's lots of different configurations on the inside. You can also get, and this is what I'm actually probably going to invest in soon, is you can get inserts. So you can like stack up the inserts and then put the lid on top, and you can carry all your dice in one big box.
That's weird.
I'm just gonna get one to start with, but you can get different configurations on the inside. The other thing that he's working on is inserts that go in these big rectangular ones that are like HP counters or spell slot counters or key point counters that you can switch out. They're really cool. Also, I have big news that I am the only one that has this. This is brand new big news for you guys. I got a message from Art the other day on, I don't remember where, one of our social media accounts, that we had our very first order using our code last week during last week's stream. So
Whoa.
you want
During the stream?
During the stream, yeah. So if you
I take full credit.
if you want to get in on these really cool dice boxes, he also makes rolling towers, Magic the Gathering, like card holders, signs, cutting boards. He makes really cool wizard staffs. Use our code RB20 and you will get a little bit of a discount, but more importantly and most exciting for us is that he will know that you came from us. So yeah, we actually had somebody last week during our stream go and buy something from his store, and then he let us know, which was really sweet. So go check out Hexwood Creations. It's hexwoodcreations.com. He has a Ko-Fi there with some of the stuff that he already has, but he does a lot of commissions. So you can see kind of what he has, and then you can order a special color. The like lining can be different colors and things, so you can have it like themed to a character, or if you have a favorite color, you can have it like be that. And it's really cool. He also has a TikTok that is very entertaining. And I highly recommend you go check that out as well. It's just Hexwood Creations. You can find that there. And yeah, that's Hexwood.
Exciting.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
And last but not least, Tony, who will sing us the musings of Kesha. Go ahead.
Oh, crap. I knew a Kesha song. No, I don't.
It's literally, the connection is there. Think about it.
I'm
If you
gonna
like it,
guess
then you
it's
should've put a
something
ring on
related
it.
to Discord. Or TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
The
Show
clock.
your age, old man.
The clock app. That's what we hear. Yes, so we do have a TikTok. And we do the TikToking where we tick and we talks and then we put them together and we TikTok. But no, seriously. So we've gone live on there. We have a weekly tidbit of the week posted where we give a new little fun fact about something related to the D&D world. My hope one day is that we can get officially invited onto the official D&D TikTok account to do something like that, because I don't know if you guys know this. They will invite creators from time to time to do something they normally do on their own account on the official D&D account. So
That's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we get to do that at some point because that would be awesome. So we have lives. We do the tidbit of the weeks. We've got some plans cooking for some more content with more of us in the coming weeks. So stay tuned to that and go ahead and give us a follow there. You'll get some good quality content. It's always a good time. And if you have any ideas for something, our comments are open. Unless you're a jerk. Don't be a jerk. I know it's really pointless to say don't be a jerk on the internet.
Block you.
Unless you want D to be a jerk back.
And she is really good at being a jerk. She is really vicious.
I'm vicious.
Look at that face.
Vicious.
That face screams, I will break you down emotionally and psychologically.
I looked over at your camera at just the right time. It was perfect.
You're welcome.
Definitely emotionally for sure. It's already happening.
Yeah, that happened to me about a year ago when we were at our last in-person is where she broke me down. So, it was all good.
Mm-hmm.
It was the finger.
No, that was me.
It's because you put a fingernail through my forehead. I'm still surprised I don't have a scar.
That's exaggeration. So, not cool.
It's not. Your fingernail hurt. There's residual pain.
Yes. Well, I apologize.
I can feel it now thinking about it.
And another little fun thing, if you do a clip of the stream, so you watch something fun or memorable, you hit the little clapper, your clip may get added to our stream reel that we play on our breaks, and it may also make its way onto our other socials, so, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, what have you. So, you could be featured on our account. Your work, I guess. I would say could be featured on our socials. So,
yeah,
there you go.
Oh ho!
Whoa!
There, I did two spiels.
Oh, you did. I'm gonna do a second one just so that they have the information for Dragon's Nest. We are partnered with Dragon's Nest Deliveries. If you use our code Reality Break, all one word, capital R, capital B, Reality Break, you can get 20% off. I think 15 or 20% off of your purchase. And that is either the subscription or the one-time purchase. And they do 15. It's 15. Sorry, they do a promotion. This is what I'm thinking of if you get a subscription box, if you continue getting a subscription box, they send you a review email, which I have been ignoring until now. Because I am very much a delete email person. They send you an email for 20% off of a purchase for a review. So your next purchase can be 20% off as well. That doesn't need a code. They just automatically apply it per your email.
27,000 unread emails.
I know.
And all you need is a knife.
I thought all you needed was love.
All you need is knives.
All
you need is knives.
What's really sad? Here's how there are two different people. You say all you need is love. You either get the Beatles, or you get Moulin Rouge.
All you need is love. Can it be both?
Nerd.
It is both, technically, but
it is.
The Moulin Rouge version is the one that popped into my head.
There you go.
I can't.
It's just a game.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me.
Loving me. Okay, I'm done.
Yes. We are officially, if Tony is ready.
Oh,
I am ready. Sorry, I'm good.
We are officially getting
Wait.
back into the fake world.
I can only do that a little bit. Does that mean I'm going to go off kill?
Dragons.
Probably.
Do it one-handed. Do it one-handed.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
When we last left off, we were left at a perfectly placed and actually not at all planned, it just worked out that way, cliffhanger, where we had our players enter the library. It was not planned. I wish it was planned. It would have been great.
No, it was
You haven't
great.
even gotten to, yeah.
All right,
You
anyway,
haven't
yeah,
even
sorry,
gotten
continue.
to
Sorry.
the cool stuff yet, Tony. So,
Let's go.
but when we last left off, they were greeted by a very frantic librarian. I was going to say library person, who seemed very distressed and pointed out our party, who were the only ones who had weapons, and decided that they were the only ones who could help. So that's where we're leaving off.
All right,
You people
so
have.
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
you go ahead.
No, you don't. No, God, you go first. I'll wait.
Stop fighting. They haven't even started fighting.
So
Okay.
can you
So you go.
set the scene a little bit more and describe the library for me, just to help
Yeah.
my visual?
For Christy's nerdy
Visual.
brain, the library is you've just this huge expanse of books. There's about it goes about 9 shelves high. You see ladders around, and you can just go look down the aisle, and you see books all around, and you have books on this side and this side. So it almost seems as if the walls themselves are made of bookshelves and are filled with books, and that's what's holding this place up together.
That seems dangerous.
All right, and we walked into the library, and there was a person there who asked for our help. Could you describe that person for me?
Yeah, so she's a elf who has glasses that are taped in the middle. And she looks very frantic, and she's kind of pacing around. She's got sweat, and her hair is kind of a little disheveled. And she's just wearing some very intricately carved armor.
Armor.
As
for
you'll
me.
notice, most of the town wears around here.
Yeah.
So, if you people have weapons, you can help me.
All right.
What do you need help with?
Yeah.
So
I think some-
at the mention of this, Legionnaire, hit their glass eye thing has normally been like a pale reddish. At the mention that you have weapons, you need help, it turns like bright. The eye turns like bright red. They don't say anything yet, but they definitely like stand at attention. And like the arm almost instinctually goes back to their bow and grabs it, but doesn't say anything yet.
I'm not sure what happened. I just know, I think some kids pranked pranked us, or someone did something. But there's some books that aren't books, and I'm worried that someone's gonna get hurt. I think they're mimics, but I don't know which books are the mimics, and I try to investigate it myself, but I also don't want to get eaten.
Well, they're going to meet their bookend.
Oh my god.
And stream over.
It was great seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Something about Dungeons and Dragons. Bye.
Yeah. See you later.
I mean, we can help possibly. What makes you think that they're mimics?
Well, I've been hearing like scurrying and like slurping noises. Some kids ran out of here like 5 minutes ago giggling, and they mentioned something about a mimic and how it's going to be so funny. But that's about all I know.
Kids.
This one.
This is why I avoid them.
God, children are horrible. I'm glad I never was
They
one.
really are.
This one can provide a full analysis of its knowledge of mimics if it is deemed necessary.
Maybe not the full knowledge, mate, but I mean, we could use like a brief overview, could you tell us, like, where it could be? Could you see that? Can you see exactly where the mimic is in this library? Is it something you can do?
This one would have to explore and analyze the floor plan and do a full investigation of the library to provide that kind of information. However, based on knowledge provided at the time of construction, this one can provide a breakdown of what mimics are and what their potential capabilities could be.
It's a lot.
I think that maybe we should investigate a bit first and make sure that they are really mimics.
This one agrees with your assessment.
I think they're on the shelf to the right there. That's where I saw on that back wall. That's where I saw the kids running from.
Why? I just don't know why a child would think that putting a mimic somewhere and then knowing full well that it's a mimic and then giggling as they run away. You wouldn't think that they'd do that, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I've had kids steal books here. They write in them. They tear pages out. But
it's a mimic. Like, it's not something that you. It's not like boobies. You know, it's a mimic. Like, we're not talking about like a children's book here. It's not even really a book. It's a mimic. Like, this is a deadly thing. Why would they? Why? I don't understand children.
Can you provide a description of the children for this one and their compatriots?
Well, I hope you're not going to go kill them, but they're kind of like your average children. They're humans. 2 of them had brown hair, and one had red hair, and they look like kids, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Actions dictated upon these children will be determined by the results of the battle coming forth.
We are not in the business of killing children.
Oh yeah, I don't feel good about that.
I am a firm believer in a prank pulled is worth another prank maybe happening.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where they were raised.
Children?
Oh yeah.
Do you think
Children
that
are dumb and mean, but also gullible.
I mean, that's true.
Well, this one agrees with Inara that we should begin investigating the library to come up on the mimic's whereabouts.
All right, they're just right over there, and she's gonna go hide now.
A smart course of action.
Okay. Well, where do you
Right.
want to start?
So,
And this is all like a one-story library? So we don't have to worry about
So
going like
it's got-
upstairs or anything like that?
well, so it's a very tall library, and there are ladders to get to the higher shelves.
Okay. But there's not like there's not a second level?
No, it's all just books. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
this one, based on the surroundings, can I actually make a check to see if I can figure out what the best course of action would be?
What would that fall under?
Well, it depends on what kind of check are you making. Are you trying to figure out like where they might be or what you know about mimics or
I would say I think Legionnaire would first try to analyze their memory bank, so maybe I would try to
History.
I would try to history or what history? Am I good with history? Yeah, we'll say history would probably be good. Sure.
Am I good at history?
Am I good at
let me see if I'm good at it before
and
I
then
agree
make an
to do
argument
that.
to have me
Sure,
be
isn't it?
something I'm good at. Yeah,
I think that's called metagaming.
that is which is I appreciate you guys calling me out for that. All right, so now my Dragon's Nest dice did not do great for me last week, so I hope they rally. Oh,
They're just
Fingers
saving
crossed.
That works.
energy for the big fight.
all right, 15 plus 4 for 19.
Yeah, I would say you can draw pretty well on your knowledge of mimics.
All right, so I think so then at that point, Legionnaire would like kind of stop for a second, and the eye would flash a couple times, and then would say, based on this one's knowledge of mimics and experience with mimics, the best bet would be to be mindful of higher areas. So perhaps this one would suggest whoever of us has the best sight and vision go up on the ladder to begin to keep an eye out while the two compatriots go through the rest of the area.
Before you do that, everyone roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
I move all my dice out of the way.
Investigate.
Sorry, missed what you said. You want us all to roll or just Tony?
Everyone.
Just
Everyone.
everyone.
Or insight
Investigation.
check, but yeah,
Right. Insight or
Oh.
investigation?
insight.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
good. My insight is so much better. That's gonna be a dirty 20 for me.
Hey!
That'll be a.
Ooh.
Wait, are we doing insight?
30-20.
Insight, yes.
Insight.
Can I just take my
21.
Woo!
Ooh,
I was
nice.
happy with my 19, and I ended up rolling the lowest.
All right.
Nicely done.
So
Those
you
some good
all
rolls.
notice that you can kind of estimate that there are about 121 books in total. There are 9 shelves, and each shelf has around 13 books on it. But if you notice in the middle, all the middle shelves are sectioned out separately, and they only have 7 on them.
Big books. Do any of the books look different?
Look like they're breathing?
Small, large. Ooh,
Um,
no, I've got a better question. Are there any sounds coming from any of the books?
Mm.
Achoo.
Roll.
A book sneezes from a corner.
I
Sometimes
laughed, you
they're-
laughed, the book laughed.
We killed the book.
You don't hear anything coming from the bookshelf, though, but you will notice that pretty much all the books don't really have a particular order. They're not like sectioned out by genre or anything. It's just kind of, they seem like they're kind of loosely thrown up around there.
Hmm.
Dewey Decimal is not a thing here.
Apparently not.
So, and it's like several aisles. Is that what you said, or are we just walking
So it's
down
all,
like the
you're
one
you're
on the
focusing
one
on
side?
the wall on the end, is where she
Okay.
pointed out. Yeah.
Where she pointed.
And there
Okay.
are 9 shelves in total. The first 4 you can reach by foot, but the rest you'll have to use a ladder to access those.
Inara's gonna take her quarterstaff and hold it at the end and just start like poking the books on the higher shelves.
You're
As
literally
she
poking a
walks down the
dragon.
aisle. I am literally poking a dragon. This is what Inara
Don't
would
poke
do.
the-
She would
don't-
poke.
Don't poke the owl bear.
Poke, poke, poke.
And while
Um,
she's doing that,
I will poke
um,
the owl bear if I want to poke the
yeah.
owl bear.
and while she's doing that, Legionnaire does take out a notch and arrow in their longbow. And he doesn't and they don't walk up like Inara did. They're gonna stand back, just ready to take a shot if need be.
You guys holler if you see any movement on these upper shelves.
I would
Um,
like to cast Find Traps.
Sure, go for it.
Can
Do
you
I
describe
find
what
trap?
what find
Um,
traps does?
You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would. Sorry, it's like oddly angled. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by the alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap. But it would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, unstable ceiling, or hidden sinkhole.
Christy, which shelves were you
Books are
poking?
undesirable.
They're labeled 1 through 9, ascending order.
So 9 is like the toppest
Mhm.
shelf.
The
Yeah,
toppest. Yeah.
toppest.
The
That's
The
the word.
most,
Yeah.
the
The
most
toppest.
toppest.
Shh, shh. The most
Such top,
toppest
much top.
shelf. The very toppest.
Highest?
She would be. Let me see. If she's about 6
Topmost?
feet tall, and then you figure the quarterstaff's probably 5 or 6 feet tall, and probably she's poking the top shelf, because that's going to be the hardest to reach.
As far as you can tell, they're just books.
Then I think what she's going to do is like, because they're in like sections, right? So she's gonna like poke all the like around the top shelf in a section, and then like go a shelf down, and then a shelf down, and then move on to the next section, and just keep poking.
And
D.
while she's doing that, Legionnaire is also going to try to scan like the bookshelves next to that one, just to see if they see any movement or anything like that as a result of her like bopping the books around, bapping, if you will.
Bopping and bapping.
Only on the
Yes.
toppest.
The toppest.
The most toppest.
Such top.
Most.
D. What'd you get?
What do you mean?
Weren't you gonna roll for
I don't have to roll it
Finding-
to
She doesn't
spell, I
roll.
cast
It just
our spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's not a
I just cast
roll
it.
she
Do I
does. She
do
just
I
casts it.
find Yeah. It's a 120-foot radius.
You don't find anything out of the ordinary as far as you can tell. They're really just books, but you can't really find any like Song of Life or anything.
You.
Keep walking down the aisle, poking books with my stick until I get all the way to the end.
I
So,
will
are
do the
you-
same with my bow, I guess, in a different area.
So would you say you've made it to the
I'm just keep going down, doing that systematically until something happens, or I get to the end of the row, like the all the way to the end, whichever happens first.
Okay. So where do you think you're at now? What shelf?
Mm-hmm. How many are there again? How many?
So there are
shelves?
9 shelves in total.
9 shelves. If it's been a minute or two, I'm probably halfway down.
Okay. Tony,
Yes.
roll an investigation.
Investigation. I can do that. I'm good at investigating. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yep. 8 plus 4 for 12.
So good.
That was not as good as my first 2 rolls.
You notice as the books are being poked that they're just kind of stationary. Nothing seems to be wiggling, or there's no like sounds or anything either.
All right. So from the back, I yell to Inara, this one believes that the mimic is not on that bookcase. You may want to move to the next one.
I'm gonna make sure I finish the aisle all the way down. I'm going to keep checking just in case.
Yep. And like I said, Legionnaire is still watching the other bookshelves while Inara and Florence. I got there. I wrote it down. While Inara and Florence are doing the bapping thing, they're still going to keep an eye out to see if they notice any other movement on any of the bookshelves. So.
Anara, are you who am I? Are you poking every book?
I'm not necessarily poking every book. I'm poking like every couple happen along the shelf, just trying to get some reaction from anything that might be hiding there.
Okay.
So I'm not necessarily going through and poking each book. I'm like smacking the books and smacking the shelf and like
just to get a reaction.
getting a reaction. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just dragging my bow along the books, back and forth, just going back and forth, seeing what happens.
So at this moment, librarian, she runs back in. Oh, I remember something. Archie, the owner of this library, he said if there was ever any problems in the library, there was a special book that can help. He said you have to. There's some kind of code or something to figure it out. I don't remember it. He never told me, but he said the book is, I think, somewhere within the first 4 shelves, and you have to pay attention to the number of books. You have to pay attention to those 2 things, and it'll reveal itself. I mean, that's all he told me. It was like very briefly in my training, but I only started like a couple days ago.
In the first 4 rows of books, and then you said there's what 14 on each shelf.
Well, it's like the first 4, and you have to pay attention to the total number of books on that wall, is what he said.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Do you want me to keep topping the books to make? You know what? I'm coming back. I'm coming back. And let's look at these first 4.
He was saying something about doing math.
Oh God.
To figure out which exact book it is.
That's not me.
Legionnaire, I think this might be more of your wheelhouse.
This one is proficient in mathematics.
Thank God.
Yes, well, this one did not really do much mathematics.
Oh, I don't do math.
That is not a surprising factoid.
What are you trying to say?
And once again,
fine.
you see their glass eye kind of flicker a little bit, like flicker, almost like laughing, like a little hee hee.
Are you trying to be funny, Legionnaire? That's very cute.
This one appears.
You're learning.
This one's compatriots appear to be rubbing off on them.
I'm glad. It's about time.
All right.
So then Legionnaire is going to turn to the librarian and say, so this one wishes to run through the information provided again. The owner of the library advised that in the first 4 shelves of this row of books, there is a book that can assist in situations similar to this, but we have to pay attention to the numbers of books and do mathematics.
Yes, he was saying that it's within the first 4 shelves. That was what he told me, to pay attention to those, and that the total number of books, which on this wall is 121, or at least it should be. But you have to take those numbers and do math, and then you can figure out which book it is.
Okay. And this will assist with the search and destruction of the mimic?
Well, it was something about a book that it makes something like creatures, any hostile creatures in the area, neutral.
This one wishes to pursue it, and Legionnaire will put their bow back, take the arrow out, put the bow back on their back, and walk over to those first 4 shelves and start to analyze them to figure out a pattern.
Roll another.
Roll that beautiful.
Roll
my dice.
Roll for math.
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 Roll for TI.
Roll another insight, I suppose.
Oh, insight or investigation?
Either one. Whichever one would help you figure out.
Probably investigating, because I'd be investigating the shelf to figure out a pattern. So.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Do I get advantage because I'm a Warforged? Because I'm a robot?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow.
That's favoritism.
That is a kind of benevolent god, is what that is.
It's making up for all the times I deprived Tony of, actually.
This one is still hurt by that, not gonna lie. Oh! Don't need it.
Oh, what'd you get? Nat 20?
Nat 20, baby!
Whoa, Nat 20.
With that Nat 20, you remember that she was talking about focusing on the number of books. and you see that there's number 121 and the number 4. And you also remember noticing that in the middle shelf only has 7 books. And it's kind of like its own little section on each row is the middle shelf having 7 books on each of those shelves.
Okay. And there's 7 books on each of the 4 shelves?
Yeah, on the middle portions, yes.
Okay. So there's 121 books total, and there's 4 shelves, and 4 shelves had 7 books on them each. So that gives us 28 books on the first 4 shelves. What does that have to do? So then 100, okay, so 100, 101, 100, 93. So that's 93 books in the rest of the library. What am I gathering from this? Outside of the actual mathematical equation.
Math.
This is probably a puzzle that we're supposed to figure out.
Yes.
No doubt.
First 4 shelves, 121 books.
And there's
7
121
shelves on
books.
each books.
Yes, there's 4 shelves. In the first 4 shelves, there's 7 books each. Now, and
Okay.
so so Legionnaire does all the math, like the eyes like and they turn back to the librarian and say this one also has done the analysis. There are 28 books in these first 4 shelves. Did you say that there was a pattern to those 28 books that needed to be paid attention to?
Well, he was saying to pay attention to the big number 121 and to the 4. And he
If
said
you
something
add 1 and
about
2 and 1 together, that's 4. That's the level of math that I know.
This one
That was awesome.
This one appreciates the input.
You know,
Maybe the 4th book down the line? I don't know.
Ooh,
Maybe it's on the 4th shelf?
So 121. Okay, so 4 shelves, 7 books. So maybe it has to do with like
1 times 2 times 1 is 2.
What?
1 plus 2 minus 1 is 3.
all right. So
Mate, you've got to stop
Okay,
doing
keep
math.
going. That's
My
I'm
brain.
showing off my math. That's all I know.
Yeah, but you're hurting mine. You're hurting my
I'm
brain.
sorry. This is the simple math I am only.
ooh, she
capable of.
remembered something.
ooh, all right.
Oh, thank goodness. Because we could be here all night
Yeah.
trying to do
Oh,
various
yeah.
types of math.
Wait, I remembered something. He said you have to make sure it all adds up.
I told you. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4.
Yeah, I don't think that's really what it means. Are we
This
talking like actual math here, or are we
Why
talking
does,
like?
tell you what. Can we just count the number of books that's actually on there? If there's supposed to
let us
be
do that.
7 books, maybe there's a shelf that there's 1 extra.
Sure, let's do
And Nara just goes up to the shelf and starts counting.
Oh my god.
Which shelf are you poking the books at?
I'm gonna start at 4. I'm really good at poking books. I will continue to poke. 1.
This
2,
one is
3,
appreciative of
4.
your abilities to poke things.
It is one of my primary talents. Thank you.
Sounds like we're back to the adult books.
I don't.
All right. So she counts the books. What does she find? So 7 books on each shelf.
So there are 7 in the middle shelves on each shelf, yes.
Okay. And these are the 4 shelves that we need to be focusing on.
Yes.
Okay. So she counts out 7. What does she notice about the books themselves? Are they numbered in a certain way? Like the actual books themselves, do they have numbers on them?
No, they're quite mixed up. It looks very disorganized actually. It's they don't really seem to have a system.
I mean,
At
I'm
least for
getting
the
to
shelf.
the point that I'm just going to start picking each book up and opening it to see if it's the one. We could be here all day.
It's true.
There They all need to add up. Okay,
Well,
so
I think you were on to something about the 1 + 2 + 1.
yeah, I told you.
Because that makes
One-
4, and he was saying to pay attention to the number 4.
Pay attention to the number 4. So I would guess it's shelf number 4 would be the one in question. And if there are 7 books on that shelf, I will go to the 4th book along the line from the front, and I will pull that book off the shelf and look at it.
Okay, do that.
Okay, I did that.
So the book falls out, and you notice there are kind of wardings on it, like intricate like carvings along the cover and everything.
Do I recognize the carvings? I can speak Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
So they're not in any particular language. They almost look like magical seals.
Can I do an Arcana
Oh.
check to see if I can determine what the runes are?
Also like to do an Arcana check.
Sure,
Cool.
It's the
you can
Necronomicon.
both do it.
Cool. Yeah, that was not great.
I got-
5 plus 7 for 12.
I have a +0, so I'm not going to do that.
16 plus 1 for 17.
So, Inara, you notice that they seem to be some kind of protection magic. You don't know exactly, what culture or whatever it's from, but you can kind of figure out that based off your loose understanding of the symbols that they are some kind of protection magic.
Some kind of protection magic. Is this, I'm going to hold it out to the librarian lady. Is this what you think? Does this look like what he was describing?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, we could open it and we could see.
Okay, and I open it.
2 books fall out on either side off the 4th shelf.
It just had babies.
Oh no! We
Okay,
saw.
somebody
Hey,
go
where's
grab
the-
those
my cereal
books.
box? Okay, I'll go for the one on the left.
I'll go for the one on the right.
Sure you want to grab them?
Yes. Can I roll for survival?
Do we need to roll initiative?
Yeah.
This
You not
book
need
had
to
a
roll
child.
initiative. Roll my investigation checks, actually,
All right.
Okay.
to see if you notice
Cool.
if these books are indeed mimics.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know
no.
anything. I got a 6.
I don't know. I also got a 6. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
just like,
Oh,
hey,
look at those
book.
20s. I look a book. Wow. Never seen one of those before. Looks around me.
Wow, it's crazy.
I'm just gonna. Inara's just going to keep flipping through this book
Yeah.
and looking
So,
for any other books.
so
that
maybe
fall off the
all right.
shelf.
So maybe Legionnaires are not going to go to grab it, but they are going to go towards it.
I'm 100% gonna grab it.
All right. And at this point, she's gonna maybe she just stab the books, and like if they're a book, they're a book, and if they're a mimic, they're a mimic, and they're
Want me to
dead, right?
stab a book?
You have no sense of fun.
This one is worried about your
I'm
abilities
just
as a
gonna- I'm just
librarian
gonna
if
grab
you encourage us stabbing books without investigating them properly.
I'm
Gotta
ju-
be careful. You
it's
leave a
6.
bookmark.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 6. It's a book. I'm grabbing it and picking it up.
Now do we have?
Now we roll initiative.
Well, it depends. There was a book on the left and a book on the right. Which one?
So there was a book on the left that fell and a book on the right that fell. They just fell out as soon as the magic book was opened.
Right.
Yes.
I thought this thing was supposed
So
to
if
be
you
like
wanna go and-
protection spell.
Open the books. You can
Sure.
do that if you want to risk that.
gonna open my book.
Legionnaire is not. Legionnaire is not.
I'm gonna open my book. I'm not very smart.
You open it, and there's a tongue in there.
Ah!
Gross.
I tongue it back.
What?
I French kiss a book.
Gross.
I don't.
It's a joke.
You have made a friend for life.
Congratulations. You're now married to the book.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad life. Do
You know, if you ever
need to
get
roll
I was
into an
just saying,
argument,
so
just tread the pace.
Legionnaire sees this and goes, this one believes that you're holding a mimic.
Yeah, mate, I think you're right. Am I like fighting it at this point? Like holding it at arm's length? Did I close it? I'm gonna
You'll-
close it back. Does it
You'll
close?
notice it's really not doing much of anything.
I think this one's dead.
Weird.
Maybe
not-
somebody, you know what? I think she's onto something. I think somebody's already stabbed this one, maybe. And I kind of like examine it.
You'll notice it is breathing, and you can smell hot breath on your face, but it's just not reacting to you.
So Legionnaire turns back to the librarian and says, this one remembers you mentioning that the book provided protection against creatures being neutral instead of aggressive. If this one's
Well,
memory is correct.
it makes hostile creatures docile, is what I remember him saying.
Mm.
So I think if
I'm
those are
going to
mimics,
just-
they're just not going to react unless they're out of the range of the spellbook.
All right. Gather them up. I'm just going to walk down the aisle and see if any other books fall off the shelf.
God, it's an avalanche.
All right. And Legionnaire will, at this point now, pick up the book on the left and flip it open.
There's also a tongue in there.
Okay. So Legionnaire will close it and follow Inara as she goes around to make sure that no other books fall off.
There's a little parade of this very tall fawn lady with horns, and then this robot carrying books with this elf lady following behind with white hair.
Trying to
There are
make out
no other
with her
books
book.
falling off the shelves. But you'll notice as you kind of are starting to get further away from, or are you carrying the book on you?
Yeah, we
Okay.
all have the books
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
with
the
say
us
they-
as we
spell
walk
book.
around.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
carrying the spell book. I'm like holding it open, walking down the aisles, looking for other books that fall off the shelf. And they picked up the
So-
other books that are following me, right?
Yeah, to keep it within
Yes.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Also, side note, we have about 4 minutes until break.
Mhm. So you don't see any other books falling. As far as you can tell, those were the two books that were mimics.
All right. Well, if those are the only books, shall we
Burn
stab
them. You just hear her.
Burn them.
You want
That
us to
seems extreme.
burn them?
Well, if they're
It-
mimics, they're not real books, so you can burn them, and it's not burning books. I mean,
No, it's still a bit aggressive, though.
Can we?
This
can-
one, if this one may make a suggestion, we take the evidence to the mayor's office and present it along with your recollection of the events to determine proper course of actions.
All right. Is it okay if we take this spell book with us so that the mimics don't eat us or turn back into mimics or become aggressive or whatever?
I mean, I guess. I mean, as long as it keeps you safe. But I would like you to bring the book back when the mayor
yes.
feels she's done with it.
We will bring the book back. I'm going to write that down. Protection
before you
spell.
go, since you helped me out, here, have this, and she holds out her hand.
All right.
And Nara reaches her hand out like to shake it.
She has something in her hand.
Oh.
What is in her hand?
So you see that she has a satchel of gold, and you see this little kind of marble in her hand as well.
Take the satchel of gold and hand it to Florence. And then look at the marble. What is this?
I don't know. It's just like I found it in the back of the store one day on the floor. As far as I know, it's just a marble, but it's really pretty. So I wouldn't be able to have it. Maybe you can.
What does it look like?
It's kind of like this blue round orb thing, and it does
How-
like glisten a little bit.
How big?
It's like about the size of like a little bit of your palm, like the middle of your palm, about that radius.
Like a golf ball size?
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty.
Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if it's magical?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so Legionnaire. I'm not gonna take it out of your hand, but I will like inspect it while it's in your hand. Ooh, 12 plus 7 for 19.
You do determine that it does have some kind of magical resonance on it.
Magic blue marble.
Yep. So yeah, so Legionnaire kind of inspects it. The eye kind of glows, and he does turn to Inara and Florence. They do turn to Inara and Florence and say, "This one has analyzed it, and it does have magical abilities, magical properties."
Okay.
It's not able to determine what those magical properties are, but this one believes that them and their compatriots must treat it with caution.
Noted.
Will put it in my pocket. Carefully.
You have pants?
I got pockets in my little battle shirt.
What? Sorry. Ain't no fawns wore pants, man. Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Satyrs don't wear
You meant
pants.
your
Come on
prison
now.
wallet.
Pants? I may have
Weird
furry
with
legs,
pants.
but I have pants, and I've got
Okay.
a little like robe skirt thing that goes over them, and it's got pockets.
All right, mate. I'm sorry. It's just a
And
question.
now shoes I do not have, but I got everything
Well, you
else.
don't have feet, so it makes
I have
sense.
feet. They
You
have
hooves. Hooves
This
aren't
one-
feet.
Hooves.
They're
This
not
one.
fleshy,
This one
weird, soft
believes
feet.
that hooves are feet and can provide a statistical analysis to show the similarities between hooves and feet.
I just only have 2 toes. You
That's
have,
weird.
I don't know, 5 or 6. I don't know.
Oh, don't talk about my extra toe. I'm self-conscious about that. How much gold was there?
mean, I didn't want to say anything, but then you came at me about my feet.
Well, I know I came at you about your pants. You came after me about my extra toe. I don't want to hear it. How much gold was there?
So in the pouch, there's about 50 gold pieces.
Legionnaire starts twitching.
Why?
Because you're throwing a
Short
lot at
circuit.
them. Why are mom and other mom fighting?
Mom and other mom.
Mom and other mom.
Input.
All right, so how much gold
Oh.
was there?
So there's 50
50.
gold pieces in the pouch.
Let's go.
All right.
Well, shall
Well,
we
thank
go?
you very much for your help. I'm going to go close up because the festival is almost starting soon. Make sure you don't miss it. And then she just runs back inside.
This
Oh,
one,
right.
this one also recommends you go to the mayor's office as well to report your findings. Report the incident.
What?
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
what we are
probably-
doing?
Oh, good idea. Are
You want
we
to come with
reporting it?
us? Well,
Well,
we've got the books.
Okay. This one just wants to make sure that the librarian provides her account of the situation as well, for multiple resources
I
and
have-
multiple reference points.
I can't go now because I have to close up the library, but I will be there first thing in the morning to give my statement.
This one appreciates it, and Legionnaire bows.
And she's going to run and hurry inside the shop or the library.
Her name. Oh well.
Okay.
This one believes referring to her as the librarian should be sufficient for reporting purposes.
Yeah.
Probably right.
She said she was new. So we could even add a new librarian.
New librarian.
The new librarian. All right.
Um,
So are we going to report this now, or do we want to wait until after the festivities?
Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to carry around 2 mimics?
This
the
one would
festival?
advise against that.
That's kind
I
of.
don't know,
what
it might
I
be
was
fun.
thinking.
This one is
that means you got to
confused
stay
about your
close, 'cause I'm the
definition of
one with
fun.
the protection spell book. So you better stay
We
close
could
to
just
me
put all 3 books together. We don't have to keep them separated. They're not going to fight. Hopefully.
Well,
This one is confused about your definition of fun because, and then the eye blinks for a second. Fun is described as a noun meaning enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure, and carrying around mimics does not constitute enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure.
Well,
I mean, it would be amusement.
that might be the definition of that, but the definition of a noun is people, places, and things. Mimics are things. Some people might think they're people, but they're definitely things. I don't know where I was going with
This one is
of
confused
people.
by your logic.
There is none. You've never had a conversation with me? I'm just trying to throw you off. All right, let's go.
Legionnaire, we have been traveling together for a while, and I think you should know that logic does not happen much here. You're the one with the logic.
They look down and they
It's
say,
true.
but this one's feet are both fully planted firmly on the ground. It cannot be thrown off. This one has a very wide stance and is very good balanced and was constructed for dexterous purposes.
Okay.
You were very well constructed, my
We have
friend.
20
As-
seconds until the ad
Yeah.
break.
As you are deciding what to do, we are going to go to break.
All right, cool. Enjoy this clips.
Okay, bye.
Go potty. Go potty.
Yeah.
Go
Bye.
potty, drink water, snacks.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is fine.
Usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You do also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do. I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my mind,
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
so
He is indeed a natural.
Natural
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
you're dragging Okay. bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just going to leave them in the woods. Come on.
Is I'm not
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it on my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
rock
basically
bucket.
50 elven children going all over the place. So,
Oh!
but with axes because it's axe training day.
That's it. That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind
Good
of
to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls
it?
it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start.
Now this
Goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Oh, yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. Closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value,
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
All right, but I'm.
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Well, because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Well, friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is fine.
Usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right, right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug in the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it on my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
run.
basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes. Because it's axe training day.
That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like.
see it.
Yep. He, kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, go start.
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask
Ask
me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value,
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
All right, but I'm.
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
thing
fine.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
Natural
He
Jeff.
is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
awesome.
we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car?
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not
Jeffrey, that's
mutt.
the dogs. that's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it on my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly.
Hey!
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 Hola.
We're back. Sorry, that was your line, Claire. My bad.
All good. My feminims are dissolving right now, so go ahead with the roleplay.
Sweet. So, we are walking to the mayor's office.
Yeah.
And as we're walking, I think Legionnaire would turn to Inara and Florence and say, this one has an inquiry if you have a moment.
Okay.
What is the purpose of a prank? It does not seem to do anything but cause chaos and confusion and possible irritation.
As far as I'm aware, that's the only reason to do it. Like, that's the point.
Yeah.
Is to cause chaos and confusion and irritation.
Right, so to cause those things to the person you inflict the prank upon, but the pranker is usually they get enjoyment and like laughter and fun out of it. So you know how we went over sarcasm a while back?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It's sort of like that, but on a grander scale.
But this one remembers you mentioning that sarcasm is like conversation battle. So is a pranking like fun battle?
If the other person who is pranked reciprocates, yes. It can be a battle.
It's kind of like a battle, but I also think that there are some people that enjoy and find fun in other people being inconvenienced, I guess would be a way to put it. They find that funny. I personally don't find that funny, but there are people that do, and I find that many of them seem to be young adolescent type age people. And I don't know why.
Curious. This one, this one is still trying to properly analyze situations like this. because this one's primary directive was the safety and protection of those it's assigned to. So this one just is confused as to why people would do something that could potentially make somebody uncomfortable or cause harm. That is the reason for the inquiries.
I don't know that we have a good answer for that one. But I'll tell you what, if we
not really.
find the kids that did this, then maybe you can ask them why they did it.
True.
This
Yeah.
one looks forward to the opportunity. To
I look forward to that as well.
To inflict
too.
swift
Just stuff these
justice
kids
upon
into
those
trash
that would
cans or something.
cause harm and disruption of the peace.
It will harm children, but maybe teach them that it's bad to do pranks would be a better course of action.
Play pranks that involve hurting people, because mimics are no joke. Like, you don't want to get on the bad side of one, but like, just like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what a good prank would be in not times that have toilet paper.
What are
What's
the Russian
toilet
version of
paper?
Ding Dong Ditches?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Get
Like
your
a
nose.
harmless prank. That's just like inconveniences someone. Like, that's not so bad, but a prank that can potentially harm someone, that is entirely different.
well, I mean, we hid
situation.
Lee's pack once. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that.
That
But
was a
that was
prank.
not so funny because he didn't really get that it was supposed to be kind of funny.
This
No,
one
it
was
was still funny.
concerned about the safety and well-being of their possessions and was worried that bandits had stolen it.
Yes, it didn't turn out so well. We had to calm him down. It was a whole thing.
No, he
But
still
something
left.
like that. Something like that. Like that doesn't really hurt anybody and maybe just causes a little bit of confusion or inconvenience. Like, that's kind of a harmless. Now, if one of us had been hurt as a result, that would be
Oh
different.
yeah, that's different.
But something like hiding something that belongs to somebody else that just causes inconvenience, like to take someone's spoon and hide it, then they can't eat something that they need a spoon for. That was not a very good example. I'm not very good at this.
We need to work on pranks.
Yes, because this
With
one
both of you.
believes
It would
Lived
seem.
by myself for years. I don't have very good interpersonal skills. Okay.
I live by myself too, but I still know how to have fun and prank people. I mean, not with
Again,
mimics, but like, you know.
I think again, your definition of fun and my definition of fun are a little bit different.
fun, noun, enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure. That is the definition of fun.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
There is
And
no
I
other
find fun. My
definition.
kind of fun is like, going through my flows in the morning or meditating. I find fun and calming. And,
Oh, look, the mayor's office.
I mean, we could just keep going, but that's okay. The mayor's office. It probably was like 4 steps away, and we've been talking like.
We've just been
standing
standing
outside,
like with the
chit-chatting.
guards right there, just watching us have this conversation.
We're just talking outside. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
No big deal.
Shall we?
Well, Mayor's office is a pretty short walk. It's about like 30 yards down.
You
the-
told
We
us to
walked in
role
the
play.
long
We
way.
are going to role play.
Oh no, you're fine to roleplay. I'm just saying, like distance-wise, it's pretty close. So
Well, you should know this, but you can't just say like, go do the thing that you love doing. Okay.
Yeah.
no, this
Especially
is
that
very
direction.
entertaining for me.
All right.
Especially-
Are we at the
especially
mayor's
with that.
office?
Yes. Are we? I'm assuming we're up front.
Are
and
we
the
at
guards
the
are
mayor's
still there?
office?
Yeah. So
Okay.
as you approach, there are 2 guards stationed on either side of the door, and as soon as you walk up, they cross their spears over the doorway.
This one has an inquiry. If you have a moment.
I don't.
Okay. Calm down. We have important business. Is in 2 mimics. We're in the library, but we have commandeered them and need to talk to the mayor about why they were in there.
So you thought you would bring mimics to the mayor's office? Are you trying to assassinate her?
I didn't say that we brought them with us. I said that we took care of the situation and need to talk to the mayor about it.
The mayor's not taking visitors right now. She's very busy.
Wait, just see the mayor? Like,
isn't this place all about like nobody needs to worry or carry weapons because it's very safe and all of that?
Yes.
And that's why I'm assuming you are here, as some of the only people in this whole town that are carrying weapons. This was a situation that was not safe for the people in the library.
yeah, honestly,
We
you're
made
lucky
it
we were
safe.
there.
Yeah.
Make a-
What would
We
you
made
have
it
done?
safe, but
What
now
would
we
anybody
need
in
to-
this town do? Sit on it?
We
Make
want
a
to
their
make
armor?
sure.
check. Both of you make persuasion checks.
Ooh.
Guard number one takes his job very
Yeah,
seriously.
while they're making their persuasion check, are they giving a
scared.
different vibe than when we noticed them earlier?
Oh, thank God.
They seem kind of standoffish. Like they very much don't want to deal with this situation right now.
Okay.
Well, tell them to grab a Snickers. I got a 17.
I got a 12.
It was the what are they going to do? Sit on them. That was the convincing line.
Yeah.
That was it.
What are you gonna do? Sit on it?
I did that once.
I will.
Sat on
I'll
a
tell you.
mimic?
I will go talk to the mayor, and if she thinks that your problem is worth her time, she'll come out here and ask you to come in. And he's gonna tell the other guard to watch them, and he's gonna go inside.
Our problem. I'm gonna look at Legionnaire and Inara and just. How is this our problem?
I really don't
Our
think it is.
problem?
I'm half tempted just to leave the mimics here on the doorstep and go enjoy the festival.
I'm tempted to
This
leave
one
the
be-
mimics and take the spell book.
This one believes that that would not lead to a fun time for anyone.
You know what?
So
It would lead to a fun time because we would go to the festivities. We would be the ones having fun.
this one believes that we should sit and wait for the appropriate authorities to provide the appropriate next steps.
It's not fun.
You're probably right.
So as y'all are conversing, out steps a small, about 4 foot tall, elven woman with black hair that's kind of like graying a little bit.
Good day.
So I've heard you've got a problem with some mimics or something.
Well, we don't have a problem. You have a problem, and your people have a problem that we solved. And we're here to talk to you about it.
Is this really the best time to deal with this? I mean, the festival is only an hour from starting.
I don't know. Do you want us to release the mimics in the party, or do you want to take care of this now?
Well, if you release the mimics in the party, that would be an act of war.
Well,
A
I don't know.
All right,
You
all
fired
right.
him, so I don't really care.
So Legionnaire's gonna walk up and go, this one believes their compatriot is very concerned about the situation. This one apologizes for their tone and their words, bows deeply. This
With their
one,
toe.
This one is with their extra toe. This one is would like to present a solution to the situation, as well as a background to the situation that brought us to this moment, if you will allow.
Well, I suppose we have an hour. Follow me, and she's gonna walk in the door.
Let's go.
Hmm.
Legionnaire's gonna walk in, look at Florence, and be like,
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be like, I don't like this lady.
all right, so we
And
follow her into
as y'all
the-
walk in, she's like, this is really not the most opportune time. I'm supposed to give a speech for the festival today, and are you sure this isn't something that could be tabled till tomorrow?
Mate, we don't live here. We aren't from here.
This
We
one-
literally were passing through town, went to the library to waste time until the
I
festivities
mean, if you
happen.
killed the mimics, then what's the issue? We can just wait.
Okay, we'll just leave them here and you can take care of them with all of your weaponry yourself.
What do you mean? I thought you took care of the mimics.
No.
In the library.
So they're still in the library.
No, they're no longer in the library.
So where are
Like-
they?
In my bag. In his bag. And in her bag. Well, technically,
Mimic,
she's
I
got the
have a
spell book.
fancy spell book.
So,
And your fancy spellbook does what exactly?
It's from the library. It's supposed to make hostile creatures docile. So they are not dead. They are just, I don't know, sleeping?
Okay, I'll tell you what. Before we do anything else, and she opens the safe, stick the mimics in there with that book. That way, they can't do anything to anyone.
Okay, but if we leave that book with you, you have to take it back to the library because we promised.
As soon as the time is appropriate to assess the situation, figure out how best to get rid of these mimics, I will keep the book with these mimics. And the book will be returned when I see fit.
this one
All
deems
right.
that to be an appropriate course of action and thanks you for your time. And they bow. And
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
I want to insight check her to see the vibes.
Why are you being like
Can you
that?
wait? Can we insight check for vibes? Can I get a vibe check, please?
Check.
Vibe check.
She's over there checking your vibe too.
19.
Woo! Nice.
So you notice that she seems like she's in a hurry, very impatient, and like your coming here is derailing her significantly.
But I mean, like,
Well, I don't want to be here either.
anything bad?
You don't
Is
sense
she a
anything
mimic?
bad. It's just that she seems very annoyed that you're
Same.
bothering her at this hour.
Same.
All right. So, yeah. So Legionnaire is going to take their mimic book out and like open it up to show, like gently to show like the tongue, and close it, and then put it in the safe.
I'm just gonna chuck mine in.
Splat.
I'm
You
gonna
piss
just
off the mimic and it attacks everyone.
just put the spell book on top of the two mimics.
And she's gonna close it up. Okay, now that that is dealt with, please tell me what. First of all, how did you find these mimics in the library?
It wasn't easy. It involved math.
Yeah.
Poking around.
Bapping around. And Legionnaire is just basically gonna run down a play-by-play of, like, they went into the librarian told them what happened, lay out everything we did, and then kind of cap it off with, and this one has confirmation from the librarian that she will be coming in the morning to provide a confirmation of the report that we are providing.
Okay. I apologize if I seem standoffish. It's just I have a lot of planning that I've been doing today, and I'm very anxious to take some time off to enjoy the ceremony tonight, and just having something to deal with at a mayoral level so close to things is just kind of making me impatient. So I apologize for my mood. It's just I was really looking forward to the festivities tonight.
This one and their compatriots understand, so we have completed our task. The librarian will be in the morning to provide her confirmation, so we will leave matters going forward up to you unless you deem us necessary to the investigation or the process in any way. And
I will
this one
say that
appreciates your time,
you
and then they will bow.
will be necessary to the investigation. However, the books are safe. The mimics are locked up. So if we could enjoy tonight, I will compensate rooms for all of you if you wish.
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you.
And enjoy the night. And in the morning, you can come and we can discuss everything at a more appropriate time. I can station a guard here to watch the safe to make sure the mimics don't do anything in the meantime.
This one appreciates the effort, and as stated before, appreciates your time and bows once again. And then they kind of look at Florence and do
Still
a little
side-eyeing.
and do a little.
Okay, so please go enjoy, the time, and we have the fireworks show coming up soon, and just please enjoy your night. Try to forget the mimic situation until the morning, and we will reconvene. Let's say about 8 a.m. if that works for all of you.
That is acceptable.
Sure.
Thank you again. And bow.
And then she gestures back to you, and she grabs guard that came in to get her attention. Okay, you watch that. I'll have someone come switch you out within a couple hours so you can go enjoy the festivities, and we'll just kind of do a rotational basis.
All right, and
head out.
I think we head out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's gonna walk. You notice her go through a door behind her desk and close it.
We noticed this?
Yeah. Like there's a door behind her desk and she goes through it. Like she opens it and goes through it.
Oh.
As soon as
Do
she's
we
done with
catch
talking.
a glance through the door just to see as she goes through what's beyond there?
Make a investigation check.
Not good.
Nat 20.
So you notice
Technically, I got a 23.
you
Nice.
notice like kind of fog creeping through, like very
Fog?
light,
Or
like
bog.
fog, like a
Okay.
very light wispy. Seems like the tail end of the fog kind of sneaked through the door a little bit, and you can see lights further down, and like thicker fog.
Is anyone else singing Secret Tunnel in their head?
Secret tunnel.
Through the
Secret
mountain.
tunnel.
Through the
Through the
mountain.
mountain.
That's all you
Was
get to see.
the
or
fog, was that
darkness.
before or after she entered the door?
So after she opened the door, there's like little wisps of fog like that creep through.
Okay.
And like you can see down, you see that there's thicker fog further down, but you also see light. Like different colorful lights.
Is she going to a rave?
Very suspicious.
I'm holding the ball. I'm holding the ball. I'm holding the ball. I'm holding the ball. I throw the ball.
From the window. Okay.
I mean,
Well-
Nara would just like shrug and go see this festival.
I mean, that's kind of weird. I would like to know where it goes. I'm not going to be disrespectful and like follow her, but I would really like to.
Yeah, just so you know, when you get back, the door is going to be gone.
In the morning?
Bill, we need an axe.
Will
Stab.
we fast forward? Like, screw the festivities. It's the next morning. We notice the door is gone.
Yeah.
Bill, are
There
you
was
gonna
no
be there
door.
to? Yeah.
There was never
there
a
you go.
door. I need an axe now. Tony? Pants.
Oh my goodness.
Hashtag if you know, you know.
All right, and with that, the other guard comes in and he's like, "Well, I'm off, so I'm going to go enjoy the show and everything. If you would like to follow me, I can guide you there, or if you just want to meander about on yourselves, just please
Meander.
don't say anything about the mimics to any of the townsfolk. That'd be great."
This
Okay.
one can do that.
I think we'll just go alone. You're going to take those weapons with you?
Well, I'm a guard, so yeah. I mean, you have your weapons.
Well,
No
yeah,
one's
but I'm
taking
not a
those from
god.
you.
Well, I'm not saying taking them from you. I'm not asking you if someone's going to take something from you. I'm asking, like, are you the only guard that's going to go that has, like, a weapon? Because
Oh no,
everybody's
there's plenty
wearing...
of different guards. They wear a uniform much like mine. It's just people don't really feel a need to carry weapons here. It's safe, and it's always been that way.
Yes, and there are
Really
mimics in
not.
the library. This does not seem
Children,
safe to me.
just put mimics in your library. Children, where would they get those if this is a safe place?
Kids, they come up with all kinds of crazy stuff to do.
What kind of kids does this place possess?
We have never had a child possessed, and if you ever
No,
hear
no,
anybody
no,
say
no, no,
anything
no, no.
about
That's
that,
not what I said. I'm not talking about possessing children. I'm talking about what your children possess.
All right, so Legionnaires once again going to put their hand on like Florence's shoulder, turn to the guard, and say, "This one appreciates the
Puts
information."
it over my mouth. I'm gonna
No,
roll my
just
hand
like on
over
your
my
shoulder.
mouth.
No, not quite.
There's no muffling whatsoever because it's just metal.
Yeah. This one appreciates the information. This one and their compatriots will take the opportunity to wander of their own accord. This one hopes you enjoy the festivities tonight and apologizes for any inconvenience, and then bows again.
As soon as he puts his arm or his hand on my shoulder, I'm just gonna like arms up in the air and walk away.
I think that's an appropriate response.
Yeah.
This place is crazy.
Our children have never been possessed.
That was good.
That was good.
So as you're walking, you smell a lot of different sweets being baked and like savory smells. As you're walking towards the town square, you hear laughter, you see people dancing, just a very upbeat kind of attitude all throughout. As you kind of walk in, and there's vendors that are selling drinks at this point, selling love potions and everything.
Legionnaire does walk after Florence. Like, how far did you go after you did the arms up and walk away? Did you?
I just walked down the steps and was waiting for you guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't like storm off.
Okay,
I just walked away.
I just was making sure of that. Yeah. So Legionnaire's gonna walk up and say, "This one agrees with your line of questioning, but not the manner in which you were doing it." Also, this one does have a question. Are you properly hydrated? Have you had sustenance?
Have you had a Snickers?
I think he's asking if you're hangry.
This one has noticed a trend with you two where if you do not have proper sustenance and are not properly hydrated, that social interactions do take a certain tone.
How long has it been since we left the bar? Because we ate there.
It was about
Truly, it hasn't been that
2
long.
o'clock when you ate there. It's about 5 o'clock now.
So no, mate, I'm not hungry. We ate 3 hours ago.
Apologies, this one is still learning eating habits.
Oh no, you're
humanoids.
good. Good observation, Keen. But I'm just kind of mad. Like, these people are making this like it's our problem, but we are helping them, so I don't really understand why or where their logic lies in all of this. It seems too casual.
I'm with Inara on this one. They're very much like, this is a very
You're with
safe
yourself.
place. I'm with Florence on this one. It's very like, they say everything's so safe, nobody worries, nobody carries weapons. But then there are mimics in the library. Like, that's crazy. Where do you even get a mimic? It just, there's a disconnect there that I just don't think is, there's something going on, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't like it. It just seems off. Like, everything about this town seems off.
It's just strange.
You know what? Let's just go.
We need to go. Let's get a drink and let's see about these fireworks or whatever they are.
Yeah, I want to maybe see that duck game again. That'd be fun.
The duck game was pretty fun.
Yes.
It was good.
And this one, as stated, and we're walking at this point, so we're not just standing there. This one, and they do speak in like a quieter tone. Say, this one does agree with your analysis of the situation. However, effective communication and effective questioning requires calm head and calm emotions in order to elicit comfortable, proper responses. So in the morning, when we speak to the mayor, This one and their compatriots will have an opportunity to properly analyze and question the situation.
Well, I still haven't slept in like 48 hours, so I'm a bit tired. Maybe a drink. Drink sounds nice.
This one,
Yes, I think
and at
that's a
that,
good
Legionnaire's going to stop and say, this one probably thinks we should go and check with the inn. And because this one does believe the mayor said that rooms would be compensated for us.
Oh, we can check that later.
I think we should go get a drink. I want to see some of this festival.
Yeah.
This
Let's
one
go
does
to the festival.
This one believes that the logical step would be to go check in at the inn first.
Are you trying to get me to sleep?
This one is concerned for your health and well-being.
not
man.
even
Get me a
dark
drink.
yet.
I'll be fine.
And he's going to turn to Inara and say, or they're going to turn to Inara and say, this one agrees with Florence's assessment.
I think it will be fine. Besides, somebody's going to have to go to the inn to tell them, and so I bet if we go right there, that they'll not know what we're talking about. So I think
It's true. They could think that we're
give
lying.
them some time to get their organize themselves or whatever, and then maybe we'll go later. But I think that we should probably. We need to relax. The mimic thing is stressful and weird, and there's other things going on, I'm sure. So let's I tell you what, let's go to the festival, and then while we get the drink, we can be looking out for other weird things, because I'm sure that we will find other weird things.
It's true. I feel like everywhere we look, there's weird things.
So
a drink is not one of them, and I would like one.
So Legionnaire's glass eyes gonna like flicker for a second.
Calculating.
And go, this one will go along with your assessment, but wants it noted that the recommendation to check in at the inn and get accommodation set up was brought up and strongly recommended, because this one is concerned that you two may not be working at peak efficiency. And
I'm
this
sorry.
one just is concerned for your well-being.
When did we involve Baymax in this campaign?
I mean, Lee, this is what we have you for.
It's very true. You can have our backs. If we get tired, we could call it an early night. We don't have to be out all night. I'm just saying, let's go enjoy the festival. Once the fireworks are over, we can go to bed.
There's also definitely something sweet and cinnamony baking somewhere, and I think I need one, whatever it is.
This one,
I'd agree with that.
This one will go forward with their compatriots under protest.
Under protest.
Protest
You know what?
is
Protest.
noted.
Protest all you want. Yeah, it's noted. It's noted.
And they will bow and follow wherever you guys go.
I'm just gonna take his hand and like drag him into the festival.
Inara will bow back.
Okay.
I tilted my head and then grabbed him. That's my bow.
Fair.
Tilt to the head. To the festival.
To the festival.
So as you are walking around, you hear vendors yelling about different like sweets they have. You hear one guy, "Are you having trouble falling in love? Well, with this potion, you won't. You will fall in love with the first person you see as soon as you take this. Or why not buy two? And someone who is consenting to drinking it can also drink it, and you will both instantly fall in love with each other."
Sounds like
I'm
a
gonna
terrible idea.
Yeah, I'm steering him away from that booth.
This one has an inquiry if you have a moment.
Nope.
No, I think
we're not gonna do that right now.
I think we can just keep going.
You can't drink it anyway, mate.
This one has questions about love.
No.
Baked
You
goods.
You see like a few stragglers at the potion stand, but most people are just kind of looking at it and ignoring it and walking off.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at I have questions about love. All right, what else do we have?
So, you do notice that the duck game is no longer there. Actually,
No.
it has been replaced by a bushel of
Goose egg?
fireworks.
Oh, that's not as fun. Can I set them off?
I mean, you could, but you might piss off the town guard.
This one believes we should leave that to the professionals.
Well, it's
Florence.
pissing off the town guard. I think you're
It's really
probably
just a
right.
game of tug of war
If-
between Lee and Florence right now.
If Legionnaire could glare, he would be glaring at Inara.
Does his light turn like slightly red?
It's like parts of it like turn black and like red like that.
It makes an angry eyebrows.
Yeah, basically.
Angry eyebrows. I love angry eyebrows, Legionnaire. That makes me so happy.
Oh.
Oh God.
Is the face painter still there?
They are. You see mostly just kids getting their faces painted.
So they noticed that, and noticing, and they're still noticing the face paint on Inara's face. They're going to kind of lean in closely to you two and say, would it be fun for this one to get face paint? Even though it seems like a unnecessary and medial task and will wash off the moment it rains?
What do you want painted on your face?
This one is unsure. This one would take suggestions or recommendations based on color configuration and physical design.
Think. You know what I think would be really cute is the yellow tulips that you bought us earlier. The flowers.
Okay,
think
I was
like a
thinking
long year.
cat.
You could do a flower on one side and a cat on the other side. Like 'cause you've got that
Perfect.
kind of like arched like thing going back.
Mm.
Cute, adjective, appealing in a pretty or endearing way.
Yes.
Mostly endearing.
Yes.
You could get a tiger if you want it to be like badass. Less cute.
This one
More fierce.
This one feels doing the flowers would be camaraderie.
Yes.
This one will do that.
See, and she'll tuck one of the tulips like in her, like where her horn in her hair, like by her horn. So it's kind of little tulips.
Yeah, okay.
sticking out.
We can all match and I'll do the same.
We're gonna find out if robots can cry. Bill,
I think
Nope.
it sprung a leak.
Yep. So Legionnaire is gonna go stand in line behind whatever children are in line waiting.
Do we recognize these children?
We weren't there.
Doesn't matter. We had descriptions.
But Legionnaire will
So you
would
just
like to
confront
see
random
if
children and
Legionnaire would like to listen into their conversations to eavesdrop.
Mm.
There.
Hey,
Please tell
Bill.
me that there's some. Yeah, please tell me that there's some kids walking by that have the face paint of like a white tiger and maybe some cutlasses in their hands. You know?
Oh my god, is that Ramasha?
Oh yeah. Hey, we've got the RBCU going on. You know, we got to maintain
Yeah.
consistency
Yeah.
with it. And they're like, listen to this funny voice I have. Hello. You've killed my family.
Prepare to die.
All right. That's
yeah, make
brilliant.
a perception check to see if you
Perce-
can hear what they're talking about.
Perception. For some reason, Legionnaire is not very perceptive. I don't know why.
Hmm.
He's too
Put
focused
my
on
finger
love.
on it.
Yep. No, he that's a 3. So he is really enamored with the idea of getting his face painted. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so he like really wants to listen in, but he's like trying to cycle logic into his brain about why he's getting this face painting thing. So he doesn't really catch anything they say.
Alright, so as y'all are walking up, the face painter's just, oh, did you want your face painted after all? We still have time if you would like.
This one was convinced by their compatriots that it would be a sign of camaraderie, even though the logic behind it does not make sense to this one. And
well, it's only temporary. It's supposed to wash off. It's not something that's supposed to be permanent. It's not like a tattoo. It's just something for fun.
Fun. Curious. And then they will sit down and say, this one wishes to have a yellow flower on the side of their face similar to their compatriots. And they'll point to the flower in their hairs.
Do you just want the one flower? Do you want paint any other parts of you, different colors? We could make you a rainbow, like across your forehead or something too.
If Legionnaire could stare at somebody like they grew a second head, they would do that. This one would just like the one flower. Thank you. And they will bow.
All right, well, have a seat and I'll go get my yellow paint.
And as the like person goes away, like to go get the paint and all that, Legionnaire's gonna look at them and
Doing great.
And then she comes back and she's very focused. So she just like, before you even realize it, she's got it drawn on and finished. Well, you're all set. If you do want anything else, come see me. And I do face painting here and there, even outside of the festival. So if you ever want something else in the future, you can also come find me.
this one appreciates your time, and they go to their pouch to pull out a coin.
Oh no, this is free. You don't have to pay for it. This is part of the festival.
This one will take out a silver piece, and no, I'm sorry, I'm not meant to be saying that. They will take out a silver piece and like hand it to them anyway.
Oh, well, thank you, but payment really isn't necessary. This is something that's sponsored by the mayor.
This one does have an additional inquiry if you have a moment.
Sure.
What is love?
This one was noticing that you were face painting children earlier. Did they happen to not have any strange conversations involving mimics?
I lost that dice, so I'm gonna roll a different one. Oh shit. I think I did hear. I know I heard some kids something about pranking mimics or a mimic involving pranks, that they were very excited about it. I remember that. I thought it was a little strange, but you know kids these days, they're always getting into like crazy shenanigans and stuff.
At the kids these days comment, Florence is going to interject and be like, no. It's not a kids these days kind of conversation. Where are they? Where are these children? Are they still here?
I think they ran off to enjoy the rest of the festival. I mean, it's not like I keep tabs on these. They just come, get a face paint, and they talk about whatever they talk about, and then they're on their way.
This one appreciates the information and thanks you for the lovely face paint and bows again.
And it's just kids being kids. What's a little mimic and little mimic prank here and there.
Do you know what a mimic is?
I mean, I've never seen one, but I thought they were just things that look like things. It's like a little trick. Like, they can look like a chair, but...
They also
Yeah, but it'll eat you.
nasty, sharp little teeth.
But that's the
Well, I've never heard of that.
nasty pointy teeth.
With nasty pointy teeth.
I've never heard of a mimic eating anyone. I just thought they were weird little creatures that disguise themselves as things. It certainly makes you think if they eat people. I mean, are you sure they eat people? Maybe they just eat like berries or something.
No.
Yeah, this at that mimic will like the glass eye will start calculating,
Beep, boop, boop, boop,
beep boop boop, and say, Mimics are shape-shifting predators able to take the form of inanimate objects to lure creatures to their doom. In dungeons, these cunning creatures most often take form of doors and chests. Having learned such forms attract a steady stream of prey. They are known as imitative predators and cunning hunters. They should not be trifled with in any way whatsoever. So these children must... This one concludes that these children are messing with things that they are not fully comprehending, so this one is worried for their well-being as well as the well-being of anybody they interact with. Thank you once again for your time. Bows and walks away.
I mean, I know they walked towards the end a little bit ago after they were done with their face painting. You might check there.
I'm gonna look at Inara and just go, I fucking hate when he's right. And then just start heading towards the inn.
I did. Eat this. What kind of town is this? And then she's gonna follow.
So as y'all are kind of conversing, you notice the fireworks are going off at this point.
All right. 5 minute until ad time. FYI.
Yeah.
Like as the fireworks are going off, you see a lot of people like kissing and hugging. And
did we hear it all and do another stuff? Did we hear the mayor do it? I should have even asked this. I apologize. So maybe I would say as we're walking, did we notice the mayor giving any kind of speech at all while we were like going through and having these conversations and all that?
You were kind of just focused on, I mean, you especially were focused on the face painting, and it's kind of everyone, is distracted by the kids. I mean, you might have seen her up on stage, but she isn't like actually delivering a speech at this point.
Wait, she hasn't delivered it yet, or
no?
Oh, okay.
As far as you can tell, she hasn't delivered a speech yet, but you do see that she is on stage, kind of watching the fireworks. So you might have missed the speech, or it might not have happened yet. You're not sure.
Okay.
How far is the inn from where we are now?
It's about like a minute's walk.
Would we be able to hear everything that's still happening at the festival?
And you hear cheers and you hear fireworks. That's about it.
But I mean, from the inn, would we be able to hear?
Oh, you don't hear anything that's going on in the inn. No, it's or if you're in the inn, you would just hear fireworks, but you're not quite there yet. You're still walking,
Okay.
But you will notice that as people are kissing each other, there are some people that are like trying to push off, and they're like, okay, this is too much. Please,
no consent.
Please stop.
No consent.
And you see like other people getting very angry, and they're not letting up. And you see one guy, well, why don't you love me? I thought we were here to hang out together, and now all of a sudden you don't love me. And he pulls out a dagger.
Lawrence is going to take her bow off of her back, and with the curved end that holds the wire, she's going to, like, by his collar, hook him and pull him back.
Ooh. Grapple.
And I think Florence does that, Inara's gonna dart in front of the person the guy was talking to put herself in between the guy and the person.
And as Guardian, that you also notice other arguments throughout the square going off, and you see people fist fighting at this point and trying to like attack each other.
0 to 100.
Yeah. Yeah, so Legionnaire's gonna turn around and be like, this one believes we're almost to the end, and then sees all of that and goes, oh.
Oh.
Oh no, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
This one believes that no one is having fun anymore.
And at this point, you see the door to the mayor's mansion open, and you just see a stream of guards marching out.
Did we not see did we only saw the one guard when we were in there before, right?
Yeah, you just saw the two that were stationed. Yeah. And you kind of see them start. They go around. They're not striking anybody with their weapons, but they are like placing themselves in between fighting couples and trying to disperse the little fights that are happening.
So the guards are like trying to break up the fights.
Yeah.
Do the
They have
guards look
weapons.
surprised about the fights?
Yeah, all of them have looks of bewilderment on their face. They have no idea what's going on. They just know that this peaceful town, once peaceful town, is all of a sudden everyone's fighting each other and trying to hurt each other.
It's the potions.
So they're very disheveled.
Inara's gonna turn to the person that she was protecting and ask them, like, did you drink a potion? Did the crazy guy with the dagger, did he drink a potion? Did you guys eat or drink anything weird today?
No, we didn't drink any potion. I mean, we ate at the inn. I don't know what's gotten into him.
What did you eat at the inn?
Food? I don't know why he's acting like this. He's never acted like this before.
This is strange. Did you have any drinks at the inn?
No, I mean everyone else is attacking each other too. I don't know what's going on.
But you're the one
we're
who's
trying to
standing
make
in
an
front of
assessment.
me, trying to find out. Okay, so you had food at the inn, and everything was fine, and then now it's not.
Yes, I don't know what's going on. I mean, everyone's fighting each other, and as fights are being broken up, a guard comes to you and says, "The mayor needs to speak to all of you now," and that's where we'll go to break.
Oh, all right.
Whoa.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay. Cliffhanger. Gotta love it.
It wasn't me.
Dun, dun,
I didn't do it.
dun.
All right. All right. So we'll be back in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Go potty. Go potty.
Go potty.
Eat some
get
food.
Get a
snack,
drink, get a
food.
snack,
Go
Get some
potty.
popcorn, maybe.
go potty.
Get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn.
All right.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fine.
usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us
I do.
friends?
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
so.
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging
Okay.
bodies down the road on your car?
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
ta-ta!
Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. I gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes, because it's axe training day.
That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney!
Really? Really?
I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. No, start.
Now this goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Looking, found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Master.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have
Alright.
a trench coat.
All right, but I'm
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fine.
usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug in the door. Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So, you
He is indeed a natural
He is
Jeff.
a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also-
we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the woods. Yeah.
You're dragging
Okay.
bodies down the road on your car?
We're not
We
dragging them
made
down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
Tasha.
Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes. Because it's axe training day.
That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind
Good
of
to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt
wearing
and pulls
it?
it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really?
I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start.
Now this goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Both. It's a mix of both.
Looking, found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I
Oh,
mean for
God.
another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask
Ask
me
me
about,
about
my
my
nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand. There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
Is that in character?
I'm
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my god.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
All right, but I'm.
We like clips.
Clips.
Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fine.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You got a tongue in the door. Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
Natural
He
Jeff.
is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging
Okay.
bodies down the road on your car?
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down
a-
the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not
Jeffrey, that's
mutt.
the dogs. That's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
Tasha.
Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
Yep.
Hey, we're good.
Hello.
Welcome back to
Hello.
our chaos that has ensued in the town. People are
Chaos.
attacking each other and are arguing with each other, and guards have been dispersed all throughout, trying to break up these fights. And as our party is trying to figure out what's going on, a guard comes up to them. The mayor needs to see all of you now.
Lead the way.
So demanding.
Okay.
We don't have time for whatever arguments you want to have. We had enough arguments earlier. The mayor needs to see you now.
Okay.
And they're just gonna walk
All
off.
right.
James.
Let's go, I guess.
So we follow the guard.
So as you get up to the mayor's mansion, she's standing in her doorway and she's ushering you in, and she's leading you back to her office that you were just in.
Is the door there?
Is the door there?
Yeah, the door is still there.
Very important information.
Yes.
Is anything different about the room?
No, I mean, there's like strong tension, but there's not much that's different. Nothing
All right,
seems like
who's
out of
in
place.
Who's in the room as we're walking in?
So you walk in, it's just her right now, and another guard the guard that came to get you also went in with her. Before we start, and she's gonna turn to the guard. Can you go fetch Rizza for me? And then he's gonna go through that door that's behind your desk. He opens it again and walks through.
The guard does?
Before we go too
Yeah.
further, that we never got your name. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Mayor Amora, but that's not really important right now.
Could
It
be.
is because I am the note taker, and so I wanted to get the name down. Okay.
This one knows she's very adept at taking notes.
Fourth wall?
No yeet.
Okay,
Back.
so like as they're waiting, y'all are waiting on this other person to show up. Oh, sorry, I was not prepared for. There's just too much chaos going on tonight, and all of you handled the mimic situation pretty well. So I feel like you handled that well. You have weapons. You can help me out. I have no idea what's going on. This is supposed to be a peaceful festival, and people are attacking each other. Whatever it is seems to be kind of dying off. The people that have been aggressive have been quelled, and they're currently in cuffs and awaiting transport to the jail. I hate putting this many people in my town in jail, but I just don't know what to do. I'm not quite sure what's happened here.
We could set the mimics on them.
Well, I
So,
don't.
like,
I would very
perhaps-
much not like to kill my citizens. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, considering none of them know what a mimic does or is,
The point.
maybe it'd be a good lesson.
This one does not believe that is the proper approach, Florence. Though they
It
do
was
appreciate
sarcasm.
This
It
one
was
believes
sarcasm.
that this one believes this is not an appropriate time for sarcasm, and they're
Being
going to
lighthearted.
not fun. And they're going to turn to the mayor
definition of
and
fun.
say, "What information have your guards gathered from the individuals that they've subdued?"
I mean, there's not much. I mean, everyone was just having a good time and talking, and then all of a sudden, people were fighting each other. I mean, this isn't like the strangest thing to happen all week. There have been things happening that are kind of out of place outside of town, but those are outside of town, and I didn't want to worry my citizens about anything, so we just kind of kept it under the table, and we're doing our own investigations on those. Like there's been like disappearances, or the river turned red at one point. That was weird, but it was only for like 5 minutes.
This one has an inquiry if you have a moment.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Sure.
So these legionnaires kind of like loading. The loading spin.
Little rainbow umbrella in the middle.
Yeah. loading. You had stated that these incidences outside of town, even though they were outside of town, had not occurred in the past, before previous festivals. Is that correct?
Yes, I mean, just everything's been really strange lately. I know the guards, they made note of some bandits that had set up shack in the woods, but I mean, they hadn't come to town, so we figured if we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. And then we haven't. Normally, the Heralds of Eros are part of this festival, but they're not here today.
The who?
Heralds of Eros.
They take care of our temple. I'm not sure. You passed by on your way here. There's a large temple just outside of town in the woods. It's a temple of Eros, and they maintain that all year round. But usually they come and they visit town at least once a week for supplies, but we haven't seen them at all this week.
Has anybody gone out to check on the temple?
We sent a couple guards, but we haven't heard back from them. I mean,
How far away is it?
It's about half a day's travel.
So they should have been back by now, right? These guards?
Yes, but I mean, maybe they just got caught up in the chaos outside. They haven't been able to report back to me with anything.
So where is the bandit camp in relation to where the temple is? Is it
I think they're about a mile away. I mean,
like in the same direction, or is it in a different direction?
they're kind of in the same direction, kind of like opposite the temple. I'm not sure that they're interested in the temple necessarily. It seems they're on the move and they're just setting up camp for the week. I don't know.
Well, this one hypothesized that bandits' moods and personalities and interests can change at a waning moment, especially when incentivized based on what they observe. So this one does theorize that the bandits that's investigating the bandits' camp may resolve that situation.
Yes, but I also think that that if we haven't heard from the temple, then maybe we need to investigate the temple.
And at this point, the guard walks through with Riza in hand. And Bill, would you like to describe Riza to the party?
Hey!
As the door opens, all of you, well, they can smell, have this massive, pungent aroma of very, very warm vanilla. Cinnamon
pleasant,
just
though.
permeates the air.
I never got
Very
my
pleasant. But a little bit stronger than a baked good. More pleasant, but maybe on the too pleasant side. And out comes this really big individual, this very big hulking individual with facial hair, all dolled up in makeup, really, really long hair, wearing a dress, and is just comes walking out the door, just humming away. Do you believe in love after love?
No.
What is it? What do you?
Well, as you know, you're my top trusted guard, and I know you've been working tonight on your other job, but this is kind of taking precedence.
I've been working it.
Let's go.
The townsfolk are attacking each other, and so we need to deal with that right now.
Wait, could you please say that again? I didn't quite... What?
Something's gone wrong at the festival.
Excuse me?
Tone change.
There's the other guards have been kind of dispersing fights, but after the fireworks went off, everyone just kind of went crazy and started fist fighting, and we're not quite sure what's happened, but it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. Oh, and also there were mimics in the library earlier, but that's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, we took care of
Mimics
that.
in the library? Are you three the culprits for why the town is attacking each other? Do I have to take you out back?
No, they're
Use
here
me,
to help.
friend.
They're here to help. I brought them here.
I
took
am
care of
kind
those
of curious as to what's out back, though.
Oh, that's just the strip club.
You know it.
How come we are just finding out about this now?
I told you guys it was a rave. I told you.
You did. This one is feels like that is inconsequential at the moment. They're going to walk up to...
I agree with you.
This one is going to walk up to this large individual and say, greetings and salutations. This one's name is Legionnaire, and is going to bow.
Ooh, very, very formal. And look at you. I bet you dance really well.
This one does not feel that dancing would be an appropriate measure of action at the moment. May you introduce yourself and provide your expertise, your area of expertise in this current situation.
Name, rank, and serial number.
It's basically
And as you are kind of conversing,
yeah.
Another guard bursts in, frantically and panting.
You're gonna have to hold on.
No, from outside.
Feather boas everywhere! The smell of cinnamon and failed expectations! It's too much!
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to derail. I just couldn't stop myself. Okay.
That's
Who
amazing.
runs in? I'm assuming from the front door.
Yeah, he runs in from the front door and into the office.
You're gonna have to wait just a second there, honey. You're gonna have to report to me, soldier.
Okay, I don't have time for that. Something's gone wrong at the temple. The heralds aren't there, and the crystal that's normally up top is not shining right now, and we don't know where it is.
What does it look like?
Well, it's a crystal in the shape of a heart.
What color is it?
Red. I mean, that's not really important right now. It's gone.
Well, it is, because we found a marble-esque thing the librarian gave us, and I'm questioning as to if that's it. because we could solve this problem quickly. But it's not.
Is it red?
So, no. That's why I asked. I don't
This
like
one's
her.
fiery.
I'm gonna
I
look
like
at
her.
Legionnaire and I'm just. I don't like her.
No, I think that's a fair assessment.
Now, don't you worry about a thing there, Mayor. We're going to have to go do this. And why don't you three come along with me? It looks
the
like
strip
you three
club?
can get something done. Let's go do this right now. You better get yourself suited up and get your boots on because we're going.
I
This
don't
one
wear
believes that
boots.
it's a
And then before anyone leaves, okay, let's pump the brakes for a second. Even though they don't know what brakes are, but Tony's putting phrases
Loading
into
screen.
my
Loading
vocabulary.
screen.
Brakes, noun.
We can break things. What?
No, let's hold off for a second. Okay, so the crystal of love is gone, is what you're saying? Yes, it's not there anymore. I mean, neither of the heralds. I mean, might be to do with that bandit camp there, but I mean, as far as we know, I mean, I went and checked, and they don't seem to be celebrating anything. They're all just asleep.
That's in game, by the way.
Legionnaire.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, do we need to go check this encampment or?
This one believes that is a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Bend or straight to the temple?
Well, I thought we were going to the strip club.
This one does
That's
not
a
believe.
celebration afterwards.
Honey, there is no strip club if I'm not there.
I like her. Him, her, them. I like them.
That's valid.
I am a man.
I like him.
This
You
one,
are beautiful.
There'll
That's
be
what you
plenty
are.
of time
Why,
for strippers
thank
and
you.
candy later, but right now, the temple is about half a day's travel. So if y'all, I don't know if you want to get some rest first before you go, or if you just want to head straight there. But if the
Yeah,
Honey?
crystal of
probably
love is
rest.
missing, that could explain why everything's gone bad. If anybody's even tampering with that in any sort, even if they're just holding it and looking at it, it can affect things.
at this point, Legionnaire loading screen. This one does have an inquiry, if you have a moment.
Sure.
This one has a theory that may provide some temporary relief to allow their compatriots to investigate in the morning. The spell book that is currently domiciling the mimics may be able to assist with keeping the aggressions of the townsfolk in check until such time as we are able to properly investigate the situation and find a peaceful and complete resolution.
Well, we can't very well lock all these people in this safe, and if we put the mimics in the room with them, who knows what they might aggravate the mimics. I mean, they're docile now, but who knows what would happen.
What? I've got an idea for that. How about that we open the safe and I reach in and grab the book and then we close the safe very quickly? There's nothing else important in that safe, is there?
I mean, just some documents I can put elsewhere.
Okay. That way we can have the book that prevents aggression, and then the mimics will be locked in the safe, and you can, I don't know, chuck it in the river or something.
Well, we wouldn't want to. I think we're going to keep the safe here, just so nobody can find these mimics and prank another library.
That also works.
This one is impressed with compatriot Inara's analysis and resolution to the situation. Namaste.
I'm gonna need sleep. And at that point you see Florence getting kind of groggy and like doing that
Okay,
number a lot.
So how about this? You go get some sleep. You come find me, and let's say 5 hours. You come find me, unless you need more time. But I feel like this is like a matter of urgency that you may not be getting a full night's sleep here. But let me kind of gather more information throughout the night. You all go rest, and we will reconvene a little bit later and try to figure all this out.
Legionnaire will say, this one would say that at least 6 hours of sleep would constitute a long and fruitful rest.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll meet in 6.5 hours because it'll give you time to get to the end. Your rooms are already squared away. Just check in with the desk man there, and he already knows you're coming, and he'll lead you to your rooms.
Perfect.
This one thanks you for your cooperation and accommodations. Bows to the mayor. He's going to turn to Riza and say, Captain Riza, this one looks forward to working with you in tomorrow's endeavor, and bows.
Oh, most assuredly. Now this one knows what he's doing. Now let me tell you, you need to go get Humphrey. Humphrey's the only one that's going to be able to go look at this thing and be able to tell you what's happened. They're going to be able to search the area and see where somebody went. So make sure you send them to the temple. And make sure it's Humphrey, because if not Humphrey, it's not going to work.
This one requests more information as to the origin, species, and whereabouts of this Humphrey.
Damn it, Bill. You're creating characters for me.
Yeah!
Humphrey's my best guard. He's the one who can search everywhere. He's a human. Of course he's a human. He's just like me. But I'm much prettier, trust me.
Okay, well, how about you? Is Humphrey in the club right now? Or is he elsewhere?
Humphrey should be sleeping. You should probably wake him up. He should be well enough rested to go searching for this and maybe pick up some tracks as to where these people went.
Okay, and she's going to point to one of the other guards. You go wake up Humphrey and explain the situation to him. Bring him here. All of you go get rest. Riza, I know you were planning on working late tonight, but you might want to get some rest too.
Well, I suppose I've already worked these bones a lot. Oh, and just so all you know,
this
my
one is
name
worrying
is...
if you're a necromancer, if you're working bones.
I don't think that's what he means.
Well, it's a great play on words because, just so you all know, my name is Riza Bonesworn.
Bonesworn. Riza Bonesworn.
Riza happens to be one of our best guards and also one of our best dancers as a fact.
And just so you know, I'm not changing out of the dress.
That's perfectly fine. You look lovely just as you are.
I would never ask you to do that.
Great. We're all going to get along great.
This one just wants to make sure that your current outfit is sufficiently armored should battle be brought upon us.
Are you
Oh,
kidding
honey,
me?
where
Do you
we're
see those
going?
legs?
What's that?
I said, are you kidding me? Do you see those legs?
Honey, where we're going, we're not going to need armor. Have you seen how oiled up I am?
We are going to the club.
In fact, let me tell you
got
something.
Oiled up earlier.
That's true.
If you'd like, would you like a little bit of oil there, Tin Man? Come here, give me a hug.
Maybe don't.
Is this oil also like double as body glitter?
He's now glittery and oiled
very
up.
sparkly with a flower painted on his head.
Oh my god, I've become a stripper.
Can we get that?
I'm in love with a stripper.
Can we get that line put on a T-shirt?
Yes.
All right, cool. This one wished to go get their compatriots the rest they need, and we will reconvene in the morning.
Oh, and just so you know, this club is a little exclusive, if you know what I mean. So only certain people are permitted and know about it. So don't go really spouting about it around town. Just so you know.
I mean, private club in the mayor's house. What's not normal?
Oh, it's perfectly normal. It's just a very exclusive clientele that attend.
Since we are now in the know, we will be allowed to attend in the future, correct?
Sure, if you impress me.
We
Oh, honey, I'm
already
already
have
impressed.
mimics out of the library for you that you didn't even know about. So, I'm just saying.
Well, when you're a mayor and you manage a fine establishment such as the one back here, it's easy to miss things.
See, and I think that maybe you are stretched too thin because I think some things are slipping. Maybe you need a club manager.
I don't need a club manager. I have Riza.
You know
It
it.
sounds like you need to delegate more.
Sounds like you need to be on your way. Getting in bed.
Ooh, it's getting spicy up in here.
You know what? You are right, because otherwise things are going to devolve further than they already have. Mr. Riza, so lovely to meet you, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And she's just going to turn around and march out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And she's
her
gonna follow
heels
the
click
same.
more than mine do.
And Legionnaire will bow and say, "This one and their compatriots will look forward to meeting with you upon the morrow," and follow their compatriots.
And as y'all are out the door, she's going to talk to Riza. I need you to watch them tomorrow. Keep them safe, mainly. We have no idea what's going on, but you are my most trusted guard. That's why I made you captain. I need you to make sure that nothing befalls them, and whatever you find, urge them to report directly to me. And as for the club, let them know that the reason they can't talk about it is because it's not exactly on the books, and we can't have the king finding out about this place.
You don't have to worry about a thing. Because I got everything under control.
And then with that, she's gonna salute him and send him away.
Gonna go back downstairs with a little wink.
All right. So I think
And then
as
we're
we
back
get,
to-
I was gonna say, I think as we get outside, Legionnaire is gonna catch up with their compatriots and say, "This one is curious about Guard Riza."
What about?
Is this love?
In what way?
This one can't properly analyze the queries they have, so they may have to rest on it and think upon the morrow. But would this one's compatriots quantify Guard Riza as fun, based on your interactions and reactions to Guard Riza's comments and appearance?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Curious. And they're just going to be kind of like lost in thought at that point as we're walking to the inn.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I might get a drink, when we get there, and then I'll take it to bed. I'll take it to bed. I'll take it upstairs with me, and I'll go to sleep. I promise.
Nightcap.
Scouts
That sounds
honor.
lovely. Do you think they have tea? I think I would like some herbal tea.
With whiskey?
Yes.
Make that two.
Is that art
Let's
imitating
go.
life, Christy?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, it is.
It's like one of her,
It is
like everybody
possible.
has a prerequisite for any D&D character they ever create. Christie's is they have to like tea.
They like
Yeah.
tea.
They like tea.
No, that's not
Mine
true.
is
Kira's
They're
a
raging
coffee person.
alcoholic.
Ooh.
I just have a very that is what they like is insight into Christie's characters. Kira is a coffee person. Ashrin specifically likes chai, and Inara is an herbal tea person.
Lawrence doesn't like anyone.
That's been very clear. The entire time.
You're welcome.
Accurate.
All right, back to the inn. Let's go
Yep.
to sleep.
Yep. So night night.
Night night.
So as you walk in, the guard there, or not guard, the innkeep there. Oh, I've been expecting you. Here are your keys.
Thank you.
All of your rooms are on the top floor, from the left to the right. The entire row is yours. And there's a room for each of you.
Brilliant.
Oh, and are y'all hungry? Do you want anything to drink before you go to bed?
Can I please have a drink?
Sure. What would you like?
2 herbal teas with whiskey.
I'm not
One-
sure how
one
you're
for
gonna
me
get
and
a
one for
good
her.
night's rest on that, but sure.
Oh, you get a
Me,
great
it
night's
works.
rest.
It works just
Oh yeah.
fine.
You want to talk about the best remedy around?
Oh yeah.
Sleep potions don't have anything on an herbal tea and whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
This one
Okay,
is
well,
Wait,
I
no,
will
I'm
go-
Australian. A herbal tea.
Herbal.
Horrible.
Herbal.
Gerbil tea.
Horrible.
It's a H.
Enough of the
Right.
gerbil talk, Tony.
Sorry.
Herbal tea.
Well, I'll go make your tea. You go sit down there. And then he points to name.
Name.
Robot.
Eve.
Legionnaire.
Legionnaire.
Legionnaire. Do you drink tea?
This one is not in need of any sustenance at the moment, but this one appreciates the offer, and they bow.
Okay, well, I'll be back. If there is anything you do need, I'm not sure if you consume anything or want like a comfortable pillow or something, but just let me know and I'll bring it for you.
This one appreciates the additional offer and assistance and bows.
And then he's gonna walk to the back of the bar and start brewing some tea.
All right.
Man,
Yep. And
Alright.
so when Legionnaire gets up to his room, because he doesn't sleep, he basically is just going to essentially stand in the corner and kind of like shut down. But he's still conscious. He's still in a state of consciousness, so he can sense stuff that's going on. But he's basically like in shutdown mode. They're in shutdown mode.
what are our whisk tea drinkers thinking about?
Sleep.
Pretty much. Like this town is so crazy, and I can't
Yeah.
believe that they've got the whole system for keeping their people docile. That seems just somewhat immoral, or I don't know. But we will figure it out tomorrow.
And this one is just going through all of the stuff that they learned today.
They've learned a lot.
They learned what cute is. They learned what companionship is. Compatriots.
Camaraderie.
They learned not to drink love potions.
Mm-hmm. Important lessons.
Important
They
lessons.
learned not to hug someone covered in glitter.
Yeah.
'Cause that's never coming off.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey,
He's
never
permanently
know.
sparkly now.
Yeah.
You might like it.
I'm at disadvantage on stealth checks now. Thanks.
But 100% advantage on raves and being the disco ball.
Yeah.
You have a +1 to charisma.
There we go. Let's go.
That's
Just
glowing personality.
Sting me. Ah! I love it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right. And
Well,
I
friends,
think
it
that's
has been
Time she comes.
Yeah, it's been fun for our second session of this lovely little module that we've been doing. And we are gearing for our third one next week, same time. And we'll see how things develop, if our robot companion finds love, if our party can figure out what befell the town and why everyone decided to attack each other, if they ever figure out why the kids had a mimic in the first place, and maybe they will get to attend this exclusive club that they have been very curious about.
I would just like to
going
say it was
inside of.
very convenient timing that as we were going to go investigate those hooligans with the mimics, that the town all of a sudden went crazy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mm.
That was more so for time's sake, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair. That's fair.
That's fine. Yeah, so just to wrap things up, Chrissy, I think you had one more plug you wanted to do before we
I
wrap up.
did, yes. So this Saturday, March 16th at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on another stream on a channel called Ages of Ainor. That's Ainor. We are starting a campaign that is the Baldur's Gate Descent to Avernus module, and we will be playing through the whole thing. And if you know anything about Baldur's Gate 3, the video game, this is actually the prequel to that video game. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll be playing with a different group of people, a very diverse group of people. We've got people, there's one of our players is from the UK, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to see some more module-based play and with some tie-ins into Baldur's Gate 3, check us out. Ages of Ainor, all one word, is the Twitch channel, and that's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be every other week. So that's my plug.
Cool. All right. So I figured we'd raid into Careful Cantrip, because it looks like they are live and we're
Sounds
going to have a
good.
good time. Cool. So
Yeah. So you don't have to leave the real world just yet. You can join their world if the real world is too much for you at the moment. You can get lost in theirs as well, and they are very delightful, as are all the people we raid. So thank you for enjoying my DM prowess, and we will see you next Tuesday.
All right. Bye.